At this stage, the baby is clinically dead.
His father can only watch on.
The father was literally on top of me, and to be a father and look up at him and to see water coming out of his eyes. You know, a dad to a dad, you just want to give it your all.
On New Year's Day, lifeguards have come to the end of a punishing 13-hour shift. Then, a major emergency.
All those rescues that I've done, nearly 6,000 rescues, over 70 resuscitations on these beaches of people that have been clinically dead. It comes down to this one moment.
You know it's serious because there's bystanders in the park just pointing that way, that way.
Where we going?
You know, you're preparing for the worst.
And all of a sudden, I see this baby just on the road. The baby showed no signs of life. It was not breathing.
The baby has reportedly fallen on its head from a height, but it's unclear how. The patient is an 8-week-old boy. The baby's mother is unable to watch. Resuscitating a tiny baby presents major challenges.
We go to pull the defib out and I see a baby that is so small that it stops me instantly.
Lifeguards must urgently administer manual CPR.
At this stage, the baby is clinically dead.
His father can only watch on.
The father was literally on top of me, and to be a father and look up at him and to see water coming out of his eyes. You know, a dad to a dad, you just want to give it your all. I did have an obstacle that there was a head trauma and a hip trauma that I just had to get breaths into that baby. Generally, I would have picked the baby up and gone for it.
Lifeguards decide to ventilate the baby with a bag mask and oxygen.
Harris was in there to quickly adapt our oxy kit down to an infant size. We've only ever done that in training.
There's no time to think, it's just do. I knew that I had to get breaths back into that baby. I started to see the rise and fall of the baby's chest. Oh my God, this is working, this is effective what I'm doing. Giving these rescue breaths to the baby, but it's not out of the woods, it still had a massive trauma.
2 critical minutes of care has brought the baby back to life when the paramedics arrive.
They needed to get a line into this baby, and one way they can get straight line is actually going through using a drill and going into the bone marrow, into the shin, and so they can get administered drugs in there straight away. And watching all the paramedics, seeing how calm and the wealth of knowledge they have is incredible.
The baby still needs assistance to breathe. Lifeguards and paramedics hope for more signs of improvement.
The worst thing with a baby is you want to hear them cry. You know, it's actually concerning when there's no noise. We still didn't have that baby responding at that stage.
After around the 8th, 9th breath, I hear the baby cry. To hear this baby scream was just the greatest moment ever.
It was a miracle, really. It was a New Year's Day miracle, you know, and far out. Yeah, it's had 10 New Year's Days down here, but I tell you what, that's one I'll never forget.
To see the look on Harrison's face and to see the look on Beardy's face, this was real, this was raw, this is rare, and there's so much going through my mind. I lost my father like 6 months ago. All of a sudden, like, I've got this baby, I've lost someone that's elderly, and I've got this baby in front of me, and I'm thinking, I've lost my father, but here's my chance to have an infant, to give this child a new life. Everything was that moment.
Not long after, lifeguards get news the baby is likely to pull through without major complications.
That was, for me, the greatest moment in my career. It's good. It was amazing. Hopefully one day that little bub will come down and he'll be a little boy, and maybe he'll even be a lifeguard one day, and he'll remember what we did for him. It's all part of what we do down here. We just do it because we love it and we're good at it.
Yeah, keep walking. I was down at Backpackers Rep and watching a father and his daughter in the foreground, and then all of a sudden I see this young girl. She's going to go under, and if she goes under and disappears into that deep hole, another 30 seconds or another 40 seconds underwater, it's like you find her or she's gone. You go strip down, get the board, get in the water, hope you don't get slowed up by waves coming in, and then sprint to the patient. Okay, stay here with me.
Thank you.
I think I used close to all the 30 seconds to get to her. Yeah, she was definitely at a point, a serious point by the time I made contact with her.
Right?
Okay, I'll take you in safely, okay?
It's like a 5-year-old kid on Terry's board. You know, we rescue thousands of adults a year, but we might only do a handful of kids, little kids, you know, and every time one of the boys does a rescue of a kid, it's a big deal.
All right.
So much. Thank
My
you
daughter
so
nearly
much.
drowned then.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to go to the red and yellow flags.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
Thank you.
Okay. Especially with young kids like that, because I lost my son. I know that feeling. Sorry, guys. My boy was trapped in the birth canal and had complications which cut the oxygen off for 10 minutes, but the result was a week later that he died. Whenever I do a rescue of a young child, that comes to the surface. If she'd lost that beautiful little girl, she'd know what I'm talking about, you know?
I was telling my brother, then I recognized it was our day.
They just left the kids, nearly drowned. They're not even anywhere near the beach. They're not even on the beach. They're up near the trees.
2 children, way out of their depth.
I could just see a clubby going to someone. From the beach, all I could see was floaties. One of the floaties I was looking at, I could just see the hat, so I couldn't even see the head. I went straight out. There was a clubby there with the kids. I don't know how old the kids were, maybe 4, maybe 6. It's just not where kids should be. It's real deep water, and it just runs out so quick. Those little things, they aren't going to save anyone. All they're going to do in those things is float them out through the river.
The children are oblivious to the danger they were in. Their parents are nowhere to be seen.
What's your mum and dad? What are these kids doing there? Who's responsible? Are you with them? Stay in the flags. Yeah, stay in the flag. I went around looking with the kids for the parents and just couldn't find anyone. Where's your mum and dad? I can't leave my post. I knew where the parents were. They were up the hill, but they weren't anywhere near the water.
The parents, more than 200 metres from where their kids were swimming.
They just left the kids. Just left the kids go. They nearly drowned. I can't go up, mate, but I get fired up because I've got 4 kids, and when they're near the water, it's really important to know every second that where they are. And these guys, they're not even anywhere near the beach. They're not even on the beach. They're up near the trees. We're not babysitters down here. So if I had got there any later, good chance I'd drown.
This is Tommy's second year as a lifeguard and the second Christmas away from his family.
Christmas Day, every year, I get a photo with my kids. Down at North Bondi, they set a tree up.
He's got 4 kids and gives up his whole Christmas Day to come down here and help out, and it just speaks volumes of the type of guy he is.
As a former champion paddler, Tommy knows his way around a board. Last year, he saved dozens of swimmers on Christmas Day.
Working with Tommy, I just had a great partner. He's a legend. He's a legend in the community. Everyone knows him, and he's got to start here as an older guy, and that goes to say something because not many people can get down here at his age and do what he's doing.
10 a.m, Bondi Beach, just south of Bondi. Freelance photographer Fergus Woolridge shoots images of Australian beach life. Suddenly, the serenity is shattered.
The reporter I was with called me back, and I came running back down. She's like, "Oh, something's going on, in the water."
There's a little blob, like swimming out, and then so I turned around and everyone was sort of looking, and I said, "Any strong swimmers? Go."
I've noticed all the other boys running around like crazy, and so something bad had happened.
And I heard the mum screaming, Noah.
It wasn't until I grabbed my board and I just seen just a tiny little body just behind the breakers. It turned out to be a little girl. Just as I saw her, she was trying, still going for it, up and down, head bobbing under the water. But not long after that, she just sort of flattened out and was underwater. And she was just like 5 or 6 metres from me underwater. It was heavy. By the time I got to her, she was blue, not breathing.
The distraught mother is on the shore. Mouse performs CPR on the girl's tiny body.
Yeah, I gave her two breaths. She just went from being blue and doing nothing to a little cough and a little eye flicker, and then she started crying, and then Sammy started crying, and then we just had a little hug, and then we had to get her in.
Meanwhile, the girl's father is also rescued. He was close to drowning himself.
Great life. She awake? Yeah, make sure she's awake. Keep her awake, okay? Yeah, okay, let's keep walking up to the car. Where's your husband? Because someone should be probably looking at him because he's taking some water too.
The tiny girl's name is Noah Kim. Her family are on holidays from Korea. Father June was underwater when he was rescued.
Your daughter should be okay, but you need to make sure someone looks at you and listens to your chest.
How long was she unconscious? Mate, who knows? Maybe 3 minutes.
That was insane. I'm paddling out, I can see her body in the water, just her body, and I got hit by a wave, lost my board, and she's like 5 metres from me.
Mate, and
then H-Man just threw me his board, and I was just yelling at these surfers.
And then once she came good and she vomited and that, we knew she was okay. I've turned around and the other surfers, the local Bondi guys, just had this other guy just holding him up. He was just like out as well, and I was just thinking, what's going on here,
Noah will spend 2 days in intensive care at Sydney Children's Hospital.
This is how quick this stuff happens, you can't tell people enough that, you lose your feet and you're gone within seconds, It's same with me because I've got a 2-year-old, so, it's just that thought of not being able to get her back.
These guys did an amazing job. That definitely defies odds being a lifeguard. Just watching Mouse resus a 2-year-old child.
It's unbelievable. I was just lucky Bobby was here too.
Blue bottles are a venomous jellyfish which can turn Bondi into a minefield.
We got blue bottles coming in. Everyone handled in different way. They're very painful for everyone. Put a sign up
and fingers crossed nothing bad happened.
Some stings are worse than others, just as some beachgoers have different pain thresholds.
Being stung by a blue bottle hurts like hell.
It's like a throbbing, stinging.
Lifeguards apply antiseptic and send victims on their way.
Go home, have a hot shower, keep moving. End of the day, I know it's painful, but it's not that bad, okay?
But one boy arrives who has been in contact with something much more painful than a blue bottle.
Hey, buddy.
I stood on a sea urchin.
Oh, yeah. All right, you're a special one. Come through. This seat's for you.
A sea urchin is a little sea creature with all these little spikes that come off it, and they kind of hide in the rock crevices. Yeah, very nasty.
I couldn't believe how many sea urchins were in his foot. That's the worst I've seen.
Went to jump off the jump rock, and I came back, and then a wave came and swooped me over and tried to stand up, and I fell through a hole.
And now all you got to do is be strong for the next 40.
Terrible. Worse than a blue bottle.
Sea urchin spikes carry toxin and are extremely brittle. Like needles of fine porcelain, they easily break, usually once they've penetrated the skin.
What's your name, buddy?
Cameron.
Cameron, I'm Harrison. I'm your surgeon for today.
Jesse and Harrison start the delicate operation, removing the spines one at a time.
Oh, that one. These are real tricky because they're so small, and poor Cameron here, once he steps in them, they just snap off. It's just, yeah, tweezers your only hope. Otherwise, you might have to go to the medical centre and just try and get them out.
The little warrior took it on, mate. He was like a little soldier. He didn't complain once about pain, and mate, at one stage I was digging into his foot.
Oh, look at that one.
That one, mate, that was the biggest one in there. You all right?
I feel so sorry doing that to Cameron because he was in a lot of pain, but we just had to get them out as best, as quick as we can.
I'm pretty positive I've got all of them out.
Thank you.
Jesse and Harrison have taken 45 minutes to remove all the spines from Cameron's foot.
Good work, mate. You're an absolute legend.
It's like nothing else you've ever felt before. Like miniature knives just going into your foot, and then when they're pulling them out, just like someone's just pushing them in even deeper.
Then, the first rescue of the day.
What's that little kid doing?
Oh, you gotta go.
Well outside the flags, a young boy struggles in a rip. Unsupervised, this is no place for a young child.
You right? Huh? That kid that Hoppo just saved, for sure, gonna drown.
Where are your parents? Where?
I'll take it.
He's going. Look how far away to where the parents. You still haven't got the parents.
You know where he was? He's about 100 metres that way in the rib. He was under the water.